What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your boy B. Hey, I am so excited today to tell you this. I'm parked, but I think I want to drive while I'm talking. I hacked my thing keeps press resume. I hacked my atmosphere today, and let me tell you what I did. So, let me tell you the end, what happened. So far, and the day ain't over. The day ain't over. I know I'm gonna get some more good news today, because it's gonna be like a series of different. Well, I've already got like several different things, but one of them specifically I want to tell you. So, I just posted a post in my messenger. In the group. Hold on, just a second, guys. I just posted a post in the group that talked about a deal that just fell in my lap. Literally, it just fell in my inbox. There's a deal that I haven't like really done wholesaling actively in months, meaning like I haven't put out any marketing, I haven't really done anything. I would say probably for like close to like 7 or 8 months, because we've been building our assisted living home portfolio and getting all that stuff up and going. But so I recently wanted to acquire some more deals, and as opposed to like, oh, let me do some marketing, or let me spend some money on marketing, or put out an APB on properties, etc. What I did was I tapped into my mind, everything that I say out of my mouth, my words come to pass. Well, last night I get an inbox. Persons really want to get rid of their house. Let you know what I think about it, what I want to do. I went over there to look at it today, and they were just like, when can you get it? When can you transfer the deed? We're ready to move. They're moving out of town, and they just don't want to be in Memphis anymore. They're a little older, and they have a son that's living with them. And he was like, yeah, we got a house free and clear in Arkansas, and we just don't want it anymore. Now, mind you, they haven't paid their mortgage in like 4 years. I'll talk to you about that in another video. There's people like that have not paid their mortgages in years, and banks. And it's people that have not paid their mortgages in years, and banks are not foreclosed on properties. And I'll talk to you about that in another video and tell you how to take advantage of that as well. But so they're ready to give me this property that's worth $200,000. So this morning I'm coming to you not to just tell you about that, but how I hacked my atmosphere. So this morning, as I was speaking my affirmations over and over and over again while I was in the shower, I said, okay, what am I today? What do I want to be today? So I stepped into the version of myself that I wanted to be. I was like, okay, I am a person who receives great news. All throughout the day, I'm receiving great news. I am receiving great news. Like, I'm talking about magnificent news. I was like, I'm receiving a lot of money today. I was just like, I stepped into the role. I said, I'm a billionaire. I was like, so as a billionaire, I was like, I got some really huge transactions closing. I said, I got some really amazing gifts that are coming my way, and all of this stuff. And when I tell you that everything so far that I stated, at first it made me feel a certain way. I started smiling. I started thinking from the version of myself that I was claiming my spirit to be, my I amness to be. And as I did that, I want to tell you what I was doing. I was literally what I call hacking my atmosphere. I was changing the channel on the current atmosphere that I was standing in. And by me changing my feeling and deciding what I wanted to be in that moment to carry and wear that day, as I was, not sounding funny, but as I was naked in the shower, I was dressing my spirit first before I dressed my outer garment. I didn't want to wear, they talk about how we wear identities. We wear Jordan. We wear Tommy Hilfiger. We wear, Prada. We wear, all of these people who have their names on our brand. I wanted to wear my own self. You get what I'm saying? Whatever I decided myself to be. So I began, instead of wearing Jordan, instead of wearing Nike, instead of wearing Tommy Hilfiger, instead of wearing Johnson and Murphy, I decided to wear billionaire status. I decided to wear great news today status. I decided to wear happiness. I decided to wear great relationship status. I decided to wear great father status. I claimed all these things. I said, I am a very happy, loving father, and I am a loving father. I am a very happy and loving spouse, and I am a loved spouse. I started to wear all of these things, and I clothed my spirit in it, and it instantly made me smile. And so then my spirit, as I started responding to this, my spirit, I was excited. And some people say, man, you excited for no reason. Ain't nothing happened yet. Yes. One of my affirmations is, I'm so happy that there is peace in my walls and prosperity within my palaces. And what I'm saying is there is peace in my inner walls and there's prosperity in my palaces. And I'm giving thanks for that. And as I carry that vibration, that frequency around on my spirit, I carry an aura in my atmosphere, which is a radiating magnet. Listen to me. When I dress my spirit, whether you're dressing it in a negative frequency or a positive frequency, whenever you dress your spirit and you catch a feeling for it, whether it's bad or good, I choose to have great, positive, happy feelings all the time. I love feeling great. So when I choose to carry this feeling, I radiate happiness. But when I say I radiate, I'm pulling like things to me. So whatever you radiate from a feeling frequency, however you feel, you're pulling those like things to you. So the only thing that can come into your atmosphere, your aura, is things that resonate with your feeling. So you really have to hack your atmosphere, to hack your own universe, you really have to be in tune with your solar plexus. This is something that I trained myself on. Let me roll up this window because I don't want to sweat too much. But this is something that I trained myself on to really be aware. That's what I want to say. Be aware of how I'm feeling. You have to be aware of how you're feeling. And what am I saying? Like, if you're feeling negative, shift it. Change the channel. What will make you happy? Some people say, well, money. I want you to understand this. Money doesn't always trigger the happy feeling in you. It may be a thought of your children. It may be a thought of a loved one. It may be a thought of you stepping into a present or a gift that somebody gave you. It may be anything. So don't turn to money as your form of happiness always. Sometimes it is money that can trigger that frequency change. But whenever you feel yourself in a vibration or a feeling that's in the pit of your stomach, do everything in your power to become aware and shift your feeling frequency. And when you shift your feeling frequency, you begin to hack your atmosphere. What happens is matter around you. I know this sounds like what? But a lot of you are on the same page in this group. But matter around you, you don't see it with the physical eye, but the matter around you literally changes. The same scenery, like you may not blink yourself into, if you're in Memphis, you may not blink yourself into California yet, right? But the same images that you see are there, but it's a whole new dimension that you stepped in with different vibrations, with different positivity. So the moment you change your feeling frequency, I want you to understand how this stuff works. The same dimension, it looks the same, but it's a different dimension. You shifted out of a dimension of sadness, out of a dimension of poverty, and you shifted into the dimension where your spirit is now carrying the feeling frequency of, if you chose to be a billionaire today, or if you chose to be a millionaire today, you're in the frequency of you being that which you've claimed yourself to be. So all you have to do is wear it. Hold that feeling, hold that assumption, and carry it on your spirit. Never return back to the old one unless you want to visit that frequency. But as long as you carry that frequency, material matter follows your frequency. When they say it follows you, you're pulling it to you. And the longer you hold that frequency, the more things start to attract you. Your pulling power gets stronger because the radiation of your feeling frequency expands and you begin to pull more things to you. So if you're in that frequency for, I know time doesn't exist, but if you just hold in that frequency for a couple hours, for a day, for 2 or for 3 or for 4, for a month, for weeks at a time, you'll start to see an avalanche of great things begin to happen to you because it has to. You're manipulating your atmosphere. And so when you learn how to hack your atmosphere on a daily basis, on a second basis, you will always begin to speak or call things that are not as though they were. You will begin to speak things that you currently don't have the faith in until you develop the faith in it. You get what I'm saying? That way, when something appears in your atmosphere that you don't like, you pull the power from it, the power cord from it, by not giving it the attention for it to live. If something happens in your atmosphere that is not pleasing to the frequency that you've chosen to be on, you simply do what Jesus did and you turn the other cheek. And the reason why he didn't fight or slap back the guard or the soldier that slapped him or whomever slapped him, and he turned the other cheek, because the person dies if I don't give that power cord, if I unplug that power cord. How do I unplug that power cord? By turning away from it. You kill people literally when you turn away from them, because they only exist if you feed it. So learn how to not feed the things that are not pleasing to you. Learn how to not feed your poverty situations. Learn how to not feed your illnesses, but feed your health, feed your abundance, feed your prosperity by giving it all the mental attention that you could possibly give it. Feed your relationships. Feed your spouse by mentally giving them love, pouring love into them. All of this. And as you begin to do this on an ongoing basis, you begin to literally create an avalanche of success, and you will continue to hack your atmosphere, not waiting for weeks for things to change, but changing them in your right now. You don't have to wait for weeks, guys. You don't have to wait for weeks, ladies. You don't have to wait for seconds. You instantly change your atmosphere right now when your spirit takes on whatever you claim it to be. Catch the feeling of it already being in you. Catch the feeling of, here's the difference. Here's the thing. If you decide to be a billionaire right now, and I'm saying billionaire, I want you to think extravagant. I want you to think past millionaire, because millionaire is the new six figures. Having $1 million is literally the new six figures. All right? Like, we were in a whole new different dimension. $1 billion, right? If you decide to be a billionaire right now, the only way that you know you're not a billionaire is the last time you saw your statement in your bank account, it read whatever it read. Who's to say, listen to me now, who's to say that you didn't get a wire in from a lottery ticket or an old heir that you didn't know about? Who's to say that you don't have some great news heading your way? Who's to say that there's an attorney from a trust that your great-great-great-great-grandfathers owned, that they were supposed to call you on October 10th, 2018 to tell you to come pick up your deeds to your properties? Who's to say that? The only thing is, you don't know how it's going to come, but if you hold the frequency, this universe has ways that ye know not of, man. And the thing is, you don't know how it's going to fall to you, but the how isn't your jurisdiction. You don't have to know how. So when you take on the feeling frequency of being a billionaire, you wear it and you carry it with the confidence of knowing that it is that I am that I am. And as you claim that I amness, the universe will deliver that to you. It will deliver it to you in ways that you don't know. You don't know. You have no clue. And his ways are past finding out. But I promise you, there could be a wire in your bank account. There could be a cash app waiting on you for X amount of hundreds of dollars. A PayPal deposit. It may be a loan that you've been approved for. That may be a deed to a property that was just put in your name. You just don't know. But what I'm saying is, when you feel like you have it, when you feel like you have it, that's when you have it. In that moment, in that now. And what I'm telling you is, hold that feeling. Hold it on your spirit. Hold that health on your spirit. If you have been going through some pain, some illnesses or whatever, hold the feeling of optimal health over your spirit. And I promise you, speak it over your spirit. I am healthy. And your cells are listening to you. They're waiting on the instructions from the audible voice of God. The audible voice of God is when you're speaking from his word, from his faith-filled words, you're speaking the voice of God. That is the audible voice of God that your cells, trillions of cells that are developed in your body every single day, you wake up and they're waiting on the command from the God that just has entered into that body, from it being away from the body while it being asleep. When you wake up, your cells are waiting on the instruction from the Spirit to guide it. You got to wake up every single day and tell the cells what they are to be in this day, in this moment. Every moment is different. Every second is different. Your cells are waiting on the instructions. And then when you tell them the instructions, they're going to induce a feeling. They're going to first produce an image in your mind. And that image is going to produce a feeling. And that feeling is going to produce a magnetic pull that's going to pull that matter to you to liken those things unto itself. It's going to keep drawing it to you. So you got to understand that every second of the day, your cells are waiting to hear from God. Ooh! Your cells are waiting to hear from God every single day. And many times you're feeding your cells bull crap every single day, every single second. You're feeding your cells yesterday's problems. Yesterday's problems don't exist. Step into the nowness. Step into the eternal now. What is it that you want to attract to yourself? What is it that you want to pull to yourself? What is it that you want to be? How do you want to feel? What do you want to look like? You can claim all of these things right now and be that. If you claim that you're a certain size, stop looking in the mirror. Stop looking in the things that deny your subconscious. Trick your subconscious. It doesn't know the difference. It only knows how you feel. So if you feel fat, guess what? You're going to produce fat matter. If you feel unhealthy, you're going to produce unhealthy matter. What I'm telling you is to catch that feeling, man. Hack your universe right now by catching the feeling. Watch this video over and over again. It's your boy B, bringing you these mental nuggets, telling you how I just hacked my universe, bro. And I do it all the time, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm going to keep doing it, guys. Speak these spiritual laws of prosperity over your life. Continue to plant seeds, abundant seeds, and they will harvest in your life. Some of you may take weeks, some of you may take days, but what I'm telling you is, if you plant the seeds, catch the feeling, and it'll take that moment. It don't take weeks. There is no time. Understand that. Stop operating in time and start operating in your faith. It's your boy B, and I'm out.